stride, that opens up driving lanes, makes it dangerous for teams to W in the post. The offense becomes more dynamic.
Back to George. Driving the lane. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Clippers moving the ball around. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And the Clippers have possession. And George, here we go. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Good luck containing Paul George on the drive. He's one of the more fluid wings in the league.
And we all know what George brings offensively. But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Here's Hayes. Goes back up. Misses at the rim. To the middle. Up and in on the layup.
Assist goes to.
And with Paul George in his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Now, here is George. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game.
So slippery when he's driving the ball. Paul George makes it look easy.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Offensive rebound. Ingram. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
Back to Valanciunas. Lets it go from deep. That one, no good. Quick start here for the Clippers in this one. Leading by 5. Pass to George. Over Ingram. Kennard for 3. No good there. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game. They didn't do that defensively.
It looked like there were communication breakdowns all night. Deadly, especially when you're on the road.
2 minutes.
Back to George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. George has got 10.
The Pelicans call.
And Greg, as we near the end of the regular season, some call these the dog days of the year. Winning teams ready for the playoffs, and the lottery teams sometimes ready to call it a day.
Well, a lot of teams still have something to play for, whether it's fighting to make the playoffs or seeding. These games do count. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Mann. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Covington. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
He'd like to have that one back. That's easy money.
Here's Graham. Rebound by the Clippers. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
They just seem to match up very well whenever they play these guys. You can tell they have a ton of confidence.
Here's Nance. That one drops for him.
This league is in good shape. You talk about guys like Nance, the consummate role player, does everything that's asked of him.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And free throw shooting, not necessarily one of his strong suits, only about 70% on the season.
Pass to Kennard. Takes it inside. And it's blocked. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Nance with no one around. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And how about the job Nance has done to try to make himself into a more consistent offensive threat?
George looking around. And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
They grabbed their own miss. And the basket by Murphy.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Pass to Kennard. Over to the wing. Tries from 7. And yes, it's good. Kennard's got his first basket of the night.
Can't let Kennard get this close. Once you do, he's going up with it.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you. Well, a lot of teams are going smaller these days, but big man Jonas Valanciunas still earning steady minutes year after year.
Efficient scoring and a presence on the glass. He's able to punish teams inside if they want to play small ball.
What I like about Ingram at this point in his career, very decisive in his actions.
Pass to Kennard. They get a hand on it. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Alley-oop try. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Right wing. Here's Alvarado. Buries it from three-point range.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
The drive by Jackson. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Pass to Kennard. And a miss there on the triple.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
Lets it go from 11. Valanciunas, good.
Gotta love the big man Valanciunas fighting for that extra chance, and he was rewarded for his effort.
Pass to Kennard. Fires for 3. The shot off that time. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
So both teams changing it up here.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Mann. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Powell, that's good.
Off the catch, Norman Powell is quick to move the ball into his shot pocket.
Hayes.
Foul.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
His second personal foul.
It's hard to see anything but a ton of potential when you look at a player like Jackson Hayes.
Well, Kevin, just consider everything he's done already. Pulling down double-doubles, shooting at a high percentage. He makes the most of every touch he gets, and he's only getting better.
Kennard on the wing. Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
Capable of flat-out torching you. Once PG-13 gets into a groove, watch out.
Here's Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Outside, George. In the corner, Kennard with it. And here's George. He's got 12. 6 to shoot. And there's the drive. Makes it off the glass.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Here's Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
New Orleans.
And there's the call on Jones.
That's his first personal.
That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution.
32 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And George, here we go.
Paul George.
I mean, he is explosive with his leaping ability. Paul George is well versed in finishing above the rim.
No good from Hernangomez. Now, here's George. 14 points for him. Got it up. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
That is situational basketball. It takes a good understanding and good execution.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Here he goes. Jackson up top. For the three. And George is good for three.
For three.
George has got the first basket of the second half here for the Clippers. Greg, you're a former player, and now the father of a young NBA star. What's it like to see the next generation of NBA talent move into the league?
Oh, it's an incredible feeling because we all feel like we're a part of this NBA family. And
Paul George.
To see the stars we have today, the character they have, the way they approach the game, man, this is the best time ever to be an NBA fan.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Ingram outside. Takes the three. Here's Hayes. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Hayes has got 5 now.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple. Terrific game plan coming out of halftime. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field.
And Steve, we know about Paul George, a fantastic outside shooter. He's been an elite three-point artist for some time.
Paul George can get a shot up over most defenders. That's why, Kevin, has a career three-point percentage that's creeping towards 40%. And he seems to be getting better with age.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a three for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. Pass to man. Inside. Here's Hartenstein. That one goes in. Hartenstein's got the lead up to 14 now for the Clippers.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
That's his third personal foul.
Good job to take it right at the
Second team foul.
Pelicans shooting their fourth and fifth shots at the foul line in the game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
For a player his size, Valanciunas has always been a good free throw shooter. We won't see a hack of Val anytime soon. When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Shots good by Kennard.
3.
Oh, great ball movement there.
2 minutes.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Pass to Temple. Here's Valanciunas. The Clippers grab the miss.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
And here's Kennard. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by McCollum. Pelicans trailed by 15. New Orleans moving it around. And the rejection by Zubac. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Kennard's shot is off.
Just not feeling it from beyond the arc. Sometimes that happens. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Graham with the bucket.
He just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That'll be his second foul of the game.
His second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's George.
Substitution for
1 points in the game. There's the three. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Down low. Here's Nance. The shot, no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Here's George. Pass to Zubac. And George now top of the key. Three-pointer. And again, no good by the Clippers. Pelicans trailed by 12. On the wing, Nance. From past the arc. And again, New Orleans with the triple. 11 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside, George. And so it's Los Angeles in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Now Graham to the inside. Nance. And the jam by Larry Nance.
And scoring the ball extremely well. I don't think the defense is getting up into Nance enough. Got to turn up the burners a little more.
And they recover it. The shot by Powell, no good. On the wing, Jones. To the paint. Murphy can't hit. Enzo Powell will bring it up for Los Angeles. Back to Batum. Fires the three. It's rebounded by New Orleans. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Ingram. Here's Hayes. And the rejection by Zubac. Jones for three. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Jones has got himself on the board with three there. Pass to Kennard. Back to George. He takes it in. Kennard on the wing. Outside for Jackson. Now here's Kennard. Hits it from three-point range.
All about converting your opportunities. He just hit his second three of this half, third of the night.
To the middle. Here's Hayes. And he banks in the layup.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
In the corner, Kennard with it. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And now he's starting to get it going. 4 3-pointers in the game for him, and 3 have come in this half.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game.
Substitution for you.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to the Pelicans coach talk to his team. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. It's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Down low. Stolen. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Here's the three. And again, it's the...
저 멀리로 다 날아가 저 하늘로 다 날아가 저 멀리로 다 날아가 저 하늘로
Voices all in my head, never to whisper again, never to sing me to sleep, oh but a dream, right there caught out in the rain, drenched in a memory of pain, soaked by the old sour taste, let's hope for the better. Play to the mind wide open, waking the
everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. And with the road trip approaching, the Wizards play the final game of their homestand. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad. They took the loss in this East versus West matchup during the regular season last year, dropping both games. Now here's Beal, and finished off by Beal.
This guy's in attack mode. Bradley Beal taking it strong.
And Kyle Kuzma now in year one of his 3-year, $40 million extension.
And he's improving. Stronger, better on the boards, finding ways to do more than put the ball in the hole.
Outside for George. 5 on the clock. Jackson has the open look. Off target with his 3. Outside for Porzingis. Outside for Caldwell Pope. And too much time in the lane. They get called to the 3-second. In violation.
Los Angeles ball.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. The 3 from George. The Clippers keep it alive. Pass to Batum. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal.
He just got a little ahead of himself going for that rebound and gets whistled for the over the back.
And to me, that's just a case of being too aggressive. You're out of position. Don't compound the problem by committing that foul.
And the dunk by Hachimura.
Well, Bradley Beal increasingly becoming a dangerous playmaker. What a pretty pass.
Nicholas Batum.
Batum, good.
Assist.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Right side, Beal. Outside, Porzingis. Caldwell Pope on the wing. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game.
Wizards foul.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma.
That's his first personal.
That's his first foul.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Clippers, Rodney
Porzingis with the steal. Pass to Beal. And as the regular season winds toward the playoffs, Greg, for those teams in the upper half of the standings, how much are they looking at the seeding and their possible opponents?
Well, I don't think most would admit it, but it's human nature to think ahead, trying to map out that route and looking at how it breaks down in the bracket.
Here's Hood following the bucket by the Wizards. Jackson from long range. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Field goal.
Exceptional vision by Paul George. This guy is tearing up the defense.
And that one's good. Beal.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Well, I'll tell you, I love that he's not afraid to take on the size mismatch there, Greg. It doesn't matter. Just make shots.
Launches it.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Driving inside. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Reggie Jackson. Washington shooting their first free throw of the night.
And when it comes to pure scoring output, few guys do it better than Bradley Beal.
Yeah, Bradley Beal has rounded out his offensive game. Tight handle, sweet shooter, ability to put it on the deck. His offensive focus has been unmatched. This guy is constantly probing and attacking holes in defenses.
Wizards leading by 6. Down low. Pass to Kispert. Shoots the 3. Offensive rebound. And here is Beal. The Wizards with another miss. George with the ball. Now Beal defending. There's Jackson with the three. Knocks down the three ball. Jackson's got his second bucket of the night.
I'll tell you, one thing Jackson has never lacked: confidence. I mean, when he gets a look, Reggie always believes his next shot will be his best one.
Now here's Beal. He's got 9. Just 5 on the clock. Steps back and shoots. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Outside Jackson. Pass to George. Takes the three. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Three-point field goal.
Now, Paul George is a phenomenal catch-and-shoot guy. Measures the shot before receiving the pass. It's hard.
Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for Washington. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
It's intercepted. Pass to Coffey. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Coffey's got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Neto surveying the floor. Now Kispert. It's good from long range.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Jackson with the bounce pass. The shot's good from Kennard.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Gafford. Nice ball movement by Washington. To the middle. Avdia with it. To the right side. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Pass to Mann. Driving the lane. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And sweet drive there. KCP, a smooth operator. Terrific straight-line speed.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Substitution.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor.
That's his first personal
Well, he is famous, Kevin.
First team
and he remains focused on the court.
Coming onto the floor for
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you. Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Kennard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Luke Kennard entered the league with a long history of success, both in the high school and collegiate levels. And this is a guy who I think still has a high ceiling.
Out of bounds.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Mann. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Covington with the bucket. And for Kennard, he was a standout player at a very early age.
Well, you can look no further at the state of Ohio and the scoring records he put up. Kennard outscored LeBron James's high school numbers. He has that kind of game where he can just take over with his shooting.
And another miss by Washington. Inside. Kuzma with the defensive effort. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Washington Wizards. 4-point game. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Left side, Beal. Nifty move. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Big time tough play by Beal right there. Unfazed by the foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
I think the other thing they've had going for them is their passing. Plenty of their baskets have come off assists.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And at 6'7" with a 7'2". Wingspan, Robert Covington, Greg, comfortable guarding power forwards.
Well, he's accustomed to it. In high school, he was the same height, but only weighed 170 pounds. Even then, his coach said he was weak, but he wasn't soft.
Here's Beal, and finished off by Beal.
If you let Bradley Beal get cooking, you could turn the lights out. This guy is rolling right now.
Beal with the steal. The three. Rebound by the Clippers. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, you hate losing a game that you control for 3 quarters, but that fourth was just really an abomination in terms of how they played, and unfortunately, they took it out.
Drains it from beyond the arc. Beal's got 17 now.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Powell, no one around him. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Here's Kispert. And the layup's good off the glass. And it's a 4-point Wizards lead.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Man can't hit. Porzingis inside. Kispert wide open. He fires. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly, sometimes, you know, things get chippy. And as a player, Greg, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things, and at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
Beal. And finished off by Beal.
This, to me, is one of Bradley Beal's advantages. The defense has got to respect the perimeter jump shot, and that sets up that dribble drive.
Powell, that's good.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Here's Beal. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
A three-pointer is right on target.
3-point field goal.
Powell's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
On the floor.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3. Terrific play calling. Everything clicking out of the gates here.
So timeout called here. The first for the Wizards.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
Here's Hachimura. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And they take the lead. Powell's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Outside, Porzingis. To the inside. And here's Covington from the arc. And another 3 for the Clippers.
3-point field goal.
They're great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Outside, Porzingis. To the paint. It's tipped. Nice ball movement by Washington. 4 on the shot clock. Washington needs to get a shot off here. And stolen by Hood. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. Inside, there's Kuzma, and Covington sends it down. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. 1:46 left in the third quarter.
Thomas Bryant.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And so he hits the technical free throw. Kispert with it. He has 7. 5 to shoot. Castanedo. Kispert, no good. Los Angeles leading by 5. Here's Mann. To the left wing. Out to the wing. Takes a 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Robert Covington picks one up.
That's an example of the toughness that Thomas Bryant brings to the table. He will not go away.
Personal foul.
.102 left in the third quarter. Pass to Hartenstein. No good on the 3. Wizards trailed by 5. To the middle. Outside for Beal. And finished off by Beal.
Boy, that is just tremendous concentration from Bradley Beal. Defense all over him, no problem.
Bryant comes with the double team. Good with it.
Wizards
Picked
foul.
up by Bryant.
And
Thomas Bryant gets the whistle that time.
First personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game. And the Clippers making a change here. Bryant comes with the double team. Here's Batum. Los Angeles with another miss. And so it's Hachimura who brings up the ball for Washington. Outside Beal. Outside Bryant. Back to Beal. Norman Powell. He's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles.
And your Wizards answers.
Tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Los Angeles leading by 3. Outside for George. Now here's Powell. Offline with his 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the Wizards with possession. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Nobody near George.
Paul George.
Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
There's a rhythm with which Paul George plays the game of basketball. That pace is so important.
Clippers.
That'll be a 5-second call.
He completely lost focus since the break, turning the ball over multiple times, and that's after no turnovers in the first half.
George double teamed. Jackson from long range.
Reggie Jackson
sinks the triple.
3-point field goal.
Jackson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Beal deciding where to go with it. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
And a deep three from Beal. He can't get it to go. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. George from deep three-point land. Covington's shot is off.
Well, being aggressive and assertive. The big man snatching the rebound.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson.
Shaky defense there. Giving up the bucket plus sending KCP to the line.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Now, something else we've seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to drop. Big points coming from three-point range right now.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Kuzma.
Now, into the lineup for your Wizards, Deni Avdija.
Clippers leading by 4. And the rejection by Gafford. Back to Covington. Shot clock at 6. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Here's Kispert. Wizards passing it around. Kuzma outside. Knocks it loose. Out of bounds. Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession.
Remains with Washington. Coming onto the floor for the Clippers.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And Kuzma slams it in.
And easy to see why they turn to Kuzma in these moments. They trust him to go get one.
Kuzma brings the double team. Pass to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. Kuzma pulls it in. Wizards trailed by 4. To the wing right side. There's 1:38 left to play in the final quarter. Fires the 3. And the 3 ball is good.
And proving once again that he has the touch from beyond. Kuzma effective at cashing in there.
In the corner, Powell with it. Pass to Jackson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. A chance here to retake the lead.
You can see the intensity on display here these last few minutes.
Kuzma, that's good.
And as long as Kuzma is able to hit jumpers, he's going to have a place in this league and cash a few paychecks.
Here's Jackson. Off the run. Money. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Time out on the floor.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
And timeout called by Wes Unseld Jr. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Go over that last break, Kevin, and we got a chance to hear what Washington's head coach said to the team. He said to them, that's the kind of effort we need to bring every night. We're right in this thing, but it's going to take sustained effort to close it out. Now let's bring it home. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. First team foul.
George double team. Pass to Jackson. They get it back. Caldwell Pope brings the double team. 4 on the clock. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Out to Kuzma. The three-pointer off the mark. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
like watching Hachimura use his length on the defensive end. It helps him to alter shots.
And so it's Washington who scrape by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose.